Hi everyone, welcome back. This is Empowerment Network. My name is Comfort, and today I am with Collins. Andy will not be with us for a couple of days. We're going to miss him, but we love him wherever he is right now. And guys, there's excitement. So what Ash just came this evening and said just matched what Collins proposed that we should come today and discuss. So we are very, very excited here in the studio. Hi, bro.
Hello everyone. Hello, Mr. Comfort. Nice to be here. I hope we are all fired up.
Yeah.
Life is always good in OnPassive.
Indeed, yes, yes. Life is good. Life is good. So when you hear about the major breakthrough, like Ash was saying, we just start smiling from molar to molar because we know what that means. And today, Collins, it was your idea that we should go back on what Ash talked about the concept of OnPassive being to do less, to pay less, and to get more, and of course, uplift humanity. So, plus a few things he has said today, I just want us to comment on that. So, go for it.
Yes, so I think last week I made this statement that within the concept of OnPassive is about doing less, and pay less, and then you can make more. Because normally if you look at it, this is really true. In OnPassive, what do we really need to do? Nothing. It's just about coming in, become an affiliate, or if you're a founder, you've migrate very well, and you become an affiliate, and then you pay less because compared to what we are paying now for O-Connect, and it's one-off payment, it's just
Uh-huh.
it's just peanut, and over time we'll make more.
Right.
That's the truth. Everybody on passive will succeed. Why
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Ashbufara put the concept? Because again, it's about uplifting humanity with our
Exactly.
posting. Yeah.
Yes. I think when you say everybody will succeed, I see it too. I think that, guys, let's discuss this together. I also see the idea of uplifting humanity in it too, because you can only give what you have. If you have success, that is what you give to the other. So if you fail, you have nothing to offer. But when you fail, you have nothing. Unfortunately, So when you say everyone succeed, I know there's a discussion that went on our chat or on our Ubuntu chat where somebody was worried. There was quite a small quick fight on the idea of no one shall be left behind. So others were like, oh, da 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 da. I was like, yeah, no one shall be left behind, because it doesn't mean that you will not be left behind. You can choose to be left behind, because there are just a few things that you and Andy have been singing here every day. When you migrate, when you click to become an affiliate, when you activate your somebody was almost offended. He was like, she was, I don't know, they were like, uh now some of us are ready to activate, and the system is not working. So is it our fault? Is it our choice to be left behind? It is not your choice. And secondly, you will not be left behind, because the system is seeing that you are struggling to pay. And then the problem here is technical issues, not your fault. You have the money, that's why you are clicking to pay, and it's not going. And the system is seeing, because the technical team, from my perspective, from my understanding, I think that a tech team or whoever is concerned is watching, they're monitoring and seeing. That's why they work 24 hours round the clock to make sure that they fix it up for us. They are seeing, and you will not be left behind, because you are ready to pay. The moment they open, you just drop your money and we're moving on together. So whoever is left behind is that person who is ignoring us. Whoever registered and they are ignoring us, they don't want to migrate, they don't want to sign to become an affiliate, they don't want to pay for O-Connect, they want to see us make money first. Those are those who have chosen to be left behind, and not you holding your money and struggling to pay. Actually seeing it, if I don't know if I'm wrong here, bro.
No, you are right, because sometimes people are curious. They're not like curious, because some people just feel like, you know what, I want to see first before I believe. And nobody will make anything come and show you. You only hear the stories that people will be talking about they have just maybe been to this country to bless this person. They have just bought maybe a new house, they've just bought a new car, they finish their debt. Whatever debt you have, you finish it gradually. That will be the excitement about
Mm-hmm.
OnPassive. And you'll be
Exactly.
seeing how they'll be changing their community, their family lives, and their community life will change. So, and that's when you will believe. But for someone to come and tell you, oh, look at it, no, that's not OnPassive way. But the truth is, if you are waiting, you are wasting your own time, because
Mm-hmm.
it means, ask yourself, everybody has a time frame, not like OnPassive have set a time frame. I want to be successful maybe within 1 or 2 years from the
Right.
get-go. So it depends on you. You know, you have to choose your own time. Do you want to take 10 years to get to where you want to go? It's up to you. Do you want to do it in in the shortest possible time frame? It's up to you. You know,
Yeah.
but OnPassive is there for longevity. Yeah,
And
so it's like, yes, so come on, go
yeah, go
ahead.
ahead. You know why? Sorry that I'm interrupting or talking over you here, because this stresses the fact that OnPassive is totally different, Collins. Because what people promise us are the fact that others before OnPassive ever came, they promise you some huge sums of money and stuff. OnPassive is not all about that money. OnPassive is not a get rich quick scheme. OnPassive does is the natural way, because a child needs to be conceived, go through 9 months pregnant, be born, and then get teeth, crawl, and then steps, and then walk, and then run before they start flying. That is how OnPassive works. OnPassive doesn't just wake up one morning, think that I need a baby, then you get pregnant today, you deliver the baby tomorrow, and then the next tomorrow they start running. So that is why when you hear everybody, whether Ash, whether other people like Red, like Marty, like Andy, like you and myself, we encourage people to get engaged, because you are just like, everybody wants to sack their boss. I am number one. You know what happened to me last week? We can't share that here, but you know it, right? I want to sack my boss like yesterday. So I'm doing everything possible within my own reach. It's just quite different. Just look at every individual. People are different. My name is Comfort. I like being on YouTube. I am not yet in OnPassive. I like making videos. Invite me to look at O-Connect and show me how I can share by my stuff, whatever I'm saying I'm doing on video. I can use O-Connect to reach out to more people. Invite me and show me how I can get free podcast, and then I will definitely be interested. It's just simple, but then you don't force it. Just say it. The good news is that there are resources here and there. You don't have to say it. Just say Brother Collins, Sister Comfort, Sister Gladys, Red, Marty, Chris, anybody you find out there every day. I need you to talk to this my family, to this my friend. Just give them a quick idea what OnPassive is all about. If they accept, fine. If they don't, leave them. You have done your part. Because very soon, even some people who registered and did not activate, let's not bother. Bother about yourself, because that's not what will make you grow. Those people who have not activated, they think that they can pull you back, but you are the one to refuse to be left behind, because you can move on with or without those people. How? Traffic is coming. Ash is going to open traffic to us at some point. And at some point again, the other day when you listen to Mike Ellis, you listen to Robin Noble, you listen to all of the great leaders, they tell you that traffic, Jeffrey said it the other day, traffic is a product, which means you have the capability, because apples are going to be rolling in here and there, buy products and sell. When they bring traffic, you buy again. Say, I want more people than you are giving me, because I want to sack my boss. Collins, where do we fail here? You know, that's how I look at it. So on this note, before you go ahead and comment, Ash just repeated something that you said. He went back on it today. So Collins, Ash says, he actually asked us, not us, the three on 360, that they should revise the major pillars in OnPassive. If you want to own it, you want to own the internet, what are the major pillars that give you the strength to be able to own the internet? And he talked about the major breakthrough with the payment process, both with all right, I don't want to call the stuff so that I don't make a mistake. If you heard it, go on that. If not, we'll leave it and come back on it tomorrow. Guys, whatever
No,
I said about
it.
the breakthrough, let's put it in the chat and let's do this together, because we want to feed ourselves. Go on, bro.
Yeah, so the for you to be able to own the internet, there are three things. I think I've said that in 2 webinars, and I thank God that I said it today, because somebody asked a question: how do you own? How can you own an internet? You're talking about owning internet. So most of the founders, they think they were just looking, shallowly, thinking like owning the internet means you have to own the 5.5 billion internet users or 6 billion people on the planet. Why do you go to poorer country and you live in Europe and America? That's where the money is. Sometimes people just think crazy thing. Owning the internet is not that. It's far from that. It's much more bigger than that. you know, and thank God I said it. To own the internet, you must have your data center. Data center means you control the data. You know, you control everything in-house. You know, that's one, for you to own the internet. Two, you must have a domain, the creation of domain. And Mr. Ashford told us we already have small data center. The big one is coming. You know, by the end of by mid next year. I said next year, so let's
Yes,
leave it next year.
by 24. That's enough.
2024, yes. So the data center, now the two, payment processor and domain, this year. You have that three. As a tech company, you own the internet, because it means you are controlling the data. If people think data is money, data center, how many people host their data? Because it's not only you owning and storing the data that is coming because you're building the products and services. It's because of the volume of data and companies that want to host both on cloud and on the physical data center. You know, there are companies that pay millions upon millions of dollars just to host their data, to store their data in data center. You know, that's why sometimes people think Amazon is marketplace. No, Amazon makes money more from the cloud data center, AWS, Amazon Web Services, that's data center. Microsoft make a lot of money now. Where? From Microsoft Azure data center. That's it. Now OnPassive is coming with OnPassive data center. That's one. OnPassive will come with domain. That's it, domain right. Remember, Amazon.com is domain. They own a domain. Now we are coming to with domain. That is two. That's already two. Now, when you get a banking processor, you own the internet. So you are everywhere. In short, you just crack into every businesses. Every business will come to you. Is it banking that they want to come and use your processor? Look at Stripe. Look at the money Stripe is making. Some people, they think like, oh, Master and Visa. No. The processor is the bank, the thing that run under the mechanism that move money from A to B to C to D. That's the process of banking processor. Stripe is one. You know, and Stripe charge a lot of money to process your financial transaction, both crypto and fiat currency, as I said. Because it comes with a lot of legality and all of those things, you know, banking regulations and stuff like that. So I said we have a major breakthrough with that. So the moment you own this rating with domain, again, you hosting right, you know, of your application, website, where you need to host your domain, give a domain name, you know. So, and that is it. That is all. That's the mechanism. When they talk about owning, you know, owning the internet space, it's those three things. And they start to build your product. Where will your product go? Data flow to data center. You host all your product, because most people, they have like web application. Where will you host it? Like we're talking about O-Net, O-Mail, O-Staff, they are all web application. All of them will have a domain, because without that, nobody will see it, with IP address hanging everywhere, you know. And these are the things when Ash is talking about that. And when you have everything in-house, it becomes more cheaper. You determine the price. It's like you are a supplier of water, so you have the source, you have the meter, and you can determine the rate you want to charge. So Ash now can determine, OnPassive can determine the rate of paying, because everything is in-house. There is no third-party supplier that will tell you have to pay the X amount because we are supplying this. And then, because when third-party charge you, where will the cost go? The cost go to the users. Yeah, the cost will always go to the user, because the third party will, the company will not take that responsibility or own that amount. Well, they will share it now to the users. That's why sometimes some products, they are too expensive, because they use a lot of third-party supplier to build the application. So what happen now, they'll share that cost now to everyone.
Yes,
and that's what is happening.
Let me bring it to perspective to where I come from and the people I represent, guys. I grew up selling, we sold food, goat meat and stuff. So it's just like I grow my own goats behind the house, kill them and sell. It's cheaper than me going out there to bamboo and buying them and bringing them home. What a business, what an opportunity. So there's something I want to understand, Collins, because to the best of my knowledge, Ash is building these things like the data centers, all of those things, to protect us and to make things cheaper for us. And so to make it affordable to import the key to anybody. And then through that now, people will need our services. And when they need that, apples roll in. Yeah, am I getting it?
Correct.
So,
Yes.
so it's a kind of all weather. It serves everything. So I'm just asking to make sure I understand the meaning of you owning it all. You own the internet. Yeah.
Yeah. Because
I
data
see.
center, just imagine there are millions of companies out there. They'll host their data where if asked give it for an affordable price, they will host it all in our cloud and cloud services and whatever they want. Because sometimes if you look at company, if you want the complete bundle, is different price. If you want to host it all on cloud, it's different price. Cloud can be a little bit cheaper, but when you said, okay, I want portion of this, portion of this, portion of that, it's expensive. Ash can say, all right, let me give you this for an affordable price. You come and say, all right, we have domain. If you want domain like GoDaddy, we can offer you domain. Come, use it, domain name. You build a website. Where do you go? You go to GoDaddy to buy domain. If not, your website will not run. And the day you don't pay, they shut you down. Sometimes people come and click on that. Oh, the website is gone. It's because the person didn't pay the monthly fee. They have shut your website down.
Right. I just get it, and it's getting more and more comfortable. It's just getting more and more sweet. And I like domain, Collins, because you remember the video you came after me. You were like, I knew you before OnPassive. However, you made this video and you made me to question you. Who are you? Right?
Yeah.
The first thing I ever learned was domain and domain name hosting. Listen, I was like, I would explain. Oh God, that thing is sweet. So I know what it means, and every day I keep layering the information. Learning more and more in bits, tiny bits, and adding up and adding up, and my knowledge is growing. What is it that you're not benefiting from the OnPassive that was given to you for free?
We have a product called O-Creat. O-Creat will be a website builder, drag and drop. Now, when you build your website, you want to host it on a domain. You have O-Domain. You have it as a product, and you'll be a domain provider. Host it there, cheaper for you, and then you can buy traffic, drive it to your site, extra traffic. And where would the data go? Go to our own data center. So just imagine everything is in-house for you, but you are selling big and making more. That's what they say, making more for less.
For less. That's it. And one thing I'm getting, right, Collins, if I'm saying this with confidence because you are here and the rest of the family members on the chat, you can always make up where you think I'm not getting it right, because when you see like O-Creat will come, even Comfort will create a website, don't be so. So when I create that, what happens? I use it for whatever thing. That is how unlimited. Who says this? Mike Ellis. OnPassive is unlimited, right? If I create my domain because I just want to do some other crazy thing, I create it, I buy my traffic and put there that this maybe some passion or something I want to do of my own. I just create it with my hand, drop and put here, pop, I'm done. I go pay for the traffic because I have the money to pay for it. And I get my thing done, which I want it out there. And that is another source of income, massive one, because it doesn't come like this. But then Ash makes it so easy going for anybody and everybody. So I really get it. I get it how you do less and you pay less, but then you get more. And that's where humanity come in, because when you get this more, you're happy. Everybody, when you have it, you're happy to share. Some people don't share, not because they don't have, but because they don't have enough. So it's quite good. I think
it's quite massive. OnPassive is really massive. And that's why it takes time to do all of this. Like today, Mr. Al said, it sounds simple, like when they talk about owning the internet, naming this, but it comes with a lot of regulations, a lot of compliance, because you need to crack all those walls, because there are bodies that will be questioning you. Are you sure about this? What if this happened? What will you do? Because when it comes to money, people want to know how you're moving their money. Because remember, it will not be only OnPassive. OnPassive can, it will be a product. Where company will say, okay, I trust you and I want you to move I want to use your processor, your bank, to move my money from A to B, C to this. But now show me your security measures. I want to know how secure my money will be moving from A to B. Someone will say, I want to use your data. Show me how secure your data is. So they will not have data breach or data leakage or all of those type of things. You want to use domain. All right, what is your endpoint? Is it secured? Because you have HTTP. HTTP is not secure. HTTPS is secured. They want to look all those security around everything to make sure when they are using your information. Imagine if hospital said, we want to use your domain, and they are dealing with critical data.
I know.
Imagine. People, sometimes founders should think about this, that you are dealing with critical patient data, and they say, oh, we want to host on your own domain. What about if police said, we want to host our data? These are all critical.
No.
Yes. You know, governments will come and they have critical stuff, document they want, you know, they want to store it somewhere, you know, e-document. Your data center must be 100% secure. And these are the compliance and the complexity of building things like this, because there's a lot of government regulation to make sure, you know, most of those things will not fall in bad hands. So when Mr. Ashbara said, oh, we just come from hell, we go from, it's because of all of those you need to prove. Show us, tell us how you will handle this.
I know. Exactly. I think I agree with my sister Amina here, because she's saying that I believe if the people knew what they have, they would activate their account in seconds. Collins, there's something I was talking to my husband today. I said, I am not bothered. I think we said this earlier on. It's okay to repeat it, right?
Yeah.
People who registered, I'm not bothered anymore about new ones, because they'll definitely come. Some people registered and they're just adamant. They don't want to listen to that thing again. But then somebody will come telling them about OnPassive, and they are going to be like, that name is familiar. You know, that name is familiar. I say, yeah. They will come back to me and say, how they call that thing again? I say, yeah, that's it, OnPassive. You know, so I'm fine. Whether you activate or not, I did my best to get you signed. That's important. That's enough. Just be there. We are moving on. Collins, listen, this is one of the things that Ash said. He says we are on track to revolutionize the concept of owning the internet with AI. So when he says we are on track, if you want to quickly make a quick look at every face, all the faces, those who have not activated, for example, they will surely be rolling their eyes. Say, Ash is saying we are on track. How? When I'm unable to activate. Do we still say we're on track when we're not able to activate for a few days now, like two days today or 3?
See, it is done deliberately. Remember, we said Ash knows that if they open it, people will just jump in and mess up all those processors. So it's something that we just put in place. So if you want to ask yourself, you are not on track, when you go, you try to activate, because remember, if the payment menu is there where you have Visa, Master, and all of those, it is still there, isn't it? Before it wasn't there, but now they brought it back. So it shows that the only thing is they have just stopped, put a stop to control what is coming, the inflow of finances, from through and through the processor. But remember, now we are moving, because I said there will be short-term options for us to use, and then the long-term option, which is owning our own. And we are moving towards owning it. For those who listen to us today, we are moving towards owning our own. And he corrected us. He said, I made a statement 2 weeks ago that bulk payment will come first, crypto, second, fiat currency. He said now they'll give all bulk, they'll just pay out. Once it's ready, it will just, everything is done, they'll pay out.
Oh my God.
That's what he said. He said now they are working. Remember, I made a statement. I said, this is me looking from outside. So I'm not in OnPassive. I'm not working for OnPassive, but I'm looking from outside. OnPassive will customize it based on our own business need, because most of those other processors, they are customized based on different business and the way they want to make money. But OnPassive will look and say, okay, now we have 1 point something, and they are looking at the flow of customers that are coming. Just imagine, what if in 1 year, we don't know. What if in 1 year we are 1 billion? What if in 1 year we are 2 billion? So you need to prepare that ground for 1 billion, even 5 billion customers coming in. You need to prepare it, because if you prepare for 1 billion, you prepare less. What happened? The system will crash. There is nothing wrong for you to over prepare. It's better over prepare, and then the flow comes. I know my system is fast, it's robust. But what if I under prepare and then my system collapse?
Yeah, which I understand. We are not
Yeah,
in a rush. The
yeah,
idea is not landing, but landing safely.
yes,
That's just it. You
yeah,
know, you land safely, so they have to prepare the grounds. They do all of those. It's just quite easy to understand because we've gone a long way. The good thing is how much we've learned here. You know, because when you look even chats, some people get quickly frustrated, and when you see that kind of person, know that they are not plugged in. They are not following up. Because if you know, sometimes to be honest, sometimes when they go silent or a few 2 3 days, we started with the excitement before you know it, it goes silent again. I just think all I keep thinking about the guys walking, I'm just like, these guys are not sleeping. I'm sure they forget to drink even water because they just want to see it happen. They're working hard. They're working 24 hours round the clock to get this fixed for us, you know. But then people just need to get it too so that they can just make a post and say thank you to the tech team. I think you are engaged at that level already. That's engagement. Just say thank you to the tech team and then hashtag OnPassive. That's enough. Hashtag Ash Mufare. You are it's worth it because
yeah,
what else can we do? We can't give them anything. We can't do anything apart from say thank you, and thank you is free of charge. It's just air, you know. So
yeah,
I put this because it's interesting, you know, how easy everything is just going to be. I think about the O-Creat we're talking about. Mahesh is contributing here that now with the use of AI, all you need to do is put in some keywords about your business, and your website will be built in minutes with products, pictures, testimonials, and so that is those are things that are built for me because me, I am the dummy, I'm the real dummy. But then I'm going to build my own website just like this because I have the words already. Thank you for that contribution. I think it sounds interesting, Collins. That's
yeah,
cool stuff
yeah,
for
and
us.
that's true.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
that exactly that's where Mr. Ashmufra is taking us to with AI.
Mm-hmm.
You know, AI now is what in short we cannot do without AI. Now, this is
Yeah.
the era of AI.
Mm-hmm.
You know, thank God that OnPassive is ahead of everything. You know,
Right.
when they talk about AI, now some companies thinking like, okay, we need to move now to AI because and remember when we were with Mike Ellis, we're talking about we talk about the how it just escaped my mind. I'm just
I know
thinking
it happens
about a lot of
sometimes.
stuff. So we
Right.
just talk about digitalization. You know, the whole world is going digital and
Yes.
digital transformation.
Digital
You know,
transformation. Yes.
yeah.
Man, Ellis
So
likes that and he's good at it.
yes, so you know, and AI is part of digital transformation
Mm-hmm.
because look at it when we're talking about analog phone, we come with touch screen. Now we're
Mm-hmm.
talking about AI, a lot of things, and some people feel like now AI. Yes, AI has been there before. It was there because when you go to the airport now, what is happening? That's AI. You know, AI checking you in and out. That's AI. A lot of people don't know facial recognition, all of those things. They are AI. Electric toothbrush, even
Mm-hmm.
in supermarket.
I
You know,
know.
when you come, you pay, you check out. All of those things they are AI in a small way. You
Mm-hmm.
know, but now you imagine they putting AI in web application that can do a lot of
Oh
things.
my God,
You
that's
know,
cool, man. I
yeah,
can't
because
believe.
artificial intelligence is there, but you're talking about artificial intelligence and machine learning.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's what on passive it's not only using artificial intelligence but machine
Mm-hmm.
learning, where you're giving the automated system access to internet space to grab
Mm-hmm.
it all the information and learn on their own, you know, controllably so the system can perform better,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and more robust. That's it. That's AI and machine learning.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we are now.
Wow.
Speech recognition is what, you know, we have an O-Chat coming
It's
where
just easy.
O-Chat will be performing, behaving like humans, and all
Mm-hmm.
those avatars we're seeing. That's AI.
You know, when we were going to for our this thing in Milton Keynes meet and greet on passive or passive family meet and greet, on our way we saw it was just so amazing. We were saying, look at the AI we're moving up and down for. You saw this box going around to maybe deliver medicine to some patients or elderly people out there. Actually can she must be a woman because she's very smart. Ladies are smart people. So she stands by the roadside, or and waiting to cross the road. After it comes there, and he recognizes it as a road, and then he stands and waits, and then the car passes, and then he goes. She goes. Oh, I'm just like, oh my god, this is crazy stuff, man. It's just so cool, and it's just so good that we are part of it, and we cannot be proud and blessed enough. It is scary in a good way. Indeed, sister, that is very true. It's quite scary because sometimes, like somebody will say, you pinch yourself, am I really part of this? And yes, yes, you are. You are, So, guys, let's make use of this. Let's make use of what we have. Some people are actually burning like candles so that we have this light. So let's let it shine. Let's let the light shine, because that's what I used to say when in the days we would do the presentations. I looked at Ash and even his team right now, they are just candles. They burn 24 hours round the clock so that
Yeah.
you and myself can have light. And
Yeah.
what is difficult in sharing the light that somebody is burning for just for you to get it for nothing,
Yeah.
So it's worth it. Just do that tiny thing. It's difficult, and I think you should be proud of yourself that I'm able to add some value to it. I'm able to do something to show that this is how far I've gone, and this is how much I've been actively part of it, and not just fold my arms and let Ash do it for me. You may
Yeah.
get there in Ash's plan could be that you'll get there in 5 to 10 years. You choose to get there in 2 years. How about that? Because it's easy and it's doable.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
for one of the, when we talk about earn more would depend on your understanding of OnPassive. Yes.
Thank you.
If
That's
you've
what I
done
think.
everything, you'll be successful.
Mhm.
But to go higher, to go, OnPassive is unlimited. I always say it's unlimited.
Yep.
But now, do you want to limit yourself with your understanding of OnPassive,
Thank
or
you.
do you want to understand OnPassive very well and go all the way?
I know.
A lot of people, those who understand OnPassive, a lot will go all the way. But we are just pleading with those who still sit behind and just want to, like comfort, the way I'm seeing it, a lot of founders, I'm just sorry to say this, they see, is the card machine working now? I want to pay. I just want to pay.
Yes.
When they pay, when is the money coming? I was like, what? Did you keep money somewhere and just waiting for the money to come?
Yeah.
So if you don't enjoy the process, enjoy what we are saying now.
Exactly.
Just to say I was part of this thing. I saw everything. How would the money be enjoyable? It's just like you stay in a place, the work is just boring. You're just there for salary. I don't want to even do a boring job.
Go back to our brother Charles Olson's the child in the kitchen. The child who stays in the kitchen. The other day, my son was he joined me to make stuff, and then he kind of hurt his finger. And then before he knew it, I said, put the meat on the fire, they put, and then throw fish there and run because it burned me and stuff like that. He's like, is this how much got through? I say, yeah, now you know. So it's good to be in the kitchen with mom. And before you know it, we're already done. I say, yes, because you are there, you're involved in the process, you watch it go, the time is going, and you don't see it. But when you play out there and come back and still see mom is still washing plates, you think that she's delaying. You don't know how much work they're putting in. Come just be part of it, and it goes faster before you know it. You are serving the food together. That's where the fun lies. Because if it's about money, it's a done deal. If it's about growth, success, and any other thing, it's completed. It's done for you. You don't do anything. But what about the journey? How do you separate yourself from Lynn Nakamoto, Fatmata, Gina Leva, Marty Degamo, Andy? Today and the rest of this week, I'm just going to be sick, not having Andy here. This is OnPassive. If it's money, you take it and go. What do you do with money without people? Andy makes you laugh, even when it's time for you to cry, and stuff like that. That's a benefit. That's what you need to take on. And you learn from different people, different things. That's the whole crazy thing about OnPassive. You listen to many voices, even on the chat forums. You pick a lot of stuff. If you are not on that flow, then it's actually a waste of time. You feel like you stole the money. Those who will enjoy it, because the money will come. It's they're waiting for you and myself. But then you will feel the worth, because you know that it was worth the wait. Here it is. Because it's just going to be floodgates just open, and it's raining on you like crazy. Unfortunately, that's how it is. That's how I think it is, guys. Let's be precise. Yeah.
Yeah, because OnPassive is really fun, honestly. As you rightly said, money, we already know, we've gone past, that the stage of thinking about money. Now we're thinking about what can we do,
Yes.
for our family and friends and humanity. If you meet true founder of OnPassive, those who have really plugged in, they're talking about
Yes.
humanity.
Yes.
So when you hear somebody talking about humanity, I want to do this, I want to do that, you'll be like, what? Do you really have that money to do that? Because the person know what is coming. The person is 100% plugged in.
Exactly.
He knows what is coming. What is coming is bigger than all of us. And that's why those who are in, fully in, as Mr. Ashbara said, they are the one really, they can stay 5, 6, 7 hours on the webinar, go to bed, get up early in the morning, go to their work, come back. They just want to know what is coming next. That excitement is just building and building and building. The only thing I've done without fatigue is OnPassive. I just wish to be there every time, just say, this is
Exactly. I
it.
know.
This is it. This is it.
Yes, that's something when you miss a second of it, you're just like, oh God, I feel sick. It's not going. It's quite fun. So guys, we were discussing today the concept of OnPassive being that you do less, you pay less, but then you get more, and through that uplifting humanity. You can look at uplifting humanity from any angle, being it from what Ash is doing that is affordable to all, it's accessible to all, and it's reachable, it's attainable, goals are attainable by all through OnPassive. You can look at uplifting humanity from the perspective that there are some people that even if you give them the money and time, they'll still not be able to access. And so you are there to go and take care of them, give them some dignity and integrity and a quality of life. It's all doable. That is OnPassive. That is the ecosystem for you, bro. That's how I look at it. So we should be rounding up here.
Yes, but that's true. The only thing we can just do what we ought to do just less, little. OnPassive is not asking for much. Let's leave the sleepless night to the tech team and Mr. Ashmofara, Mohammed Kamal, Mohammed Naz, all of those people.
Yep.
Let's leave that hard work for them. The only little thing we can do is just to attend corporate meetings, listen to Mr. Ashmofara. That 15 minutes or 1 hour will not kill us. And then go to your back office, read up. If you cannot attend, fine, because of poor bandwidth. But the moment you log in, just go and look at it. Because if we look at Comfort, the amount of time we spend on social media, there are people who spend on TikTok, they spend on this YouTube, watching things that, yes, I'm not saying that
don't help them. They do not bring any value.
That will never help your business. You spend on Facebook reading, crazy stuff. We have 24 hours a day. Why can't we spend 15 minutes just to come and look at this? Something that is a God-given thing for all of us, where we can take so much to bless mankind.
Right.
We want to trash it. We just keep it somewhere and wait for some miracle to fall on you. It will never happen. The days of miracle is finished. This is it. And this is the best miracle. If I said miracle, this is it.
Yes.
Because someone who will come and said, I want to open everything, share with you. Yes. Nobody will do that. Nobody. It will never happen again. Never. What Ms. Alpha is doing, because the world is so greedy. Who on earth will build this Comfort? Even said, I will be the world richest man. I even think of sharing everything with founders and affiliate, and for what? They'll just want to take it and take it and take it and take it and take it. They don't even care about anything. So this is the biggest gift. And to those who are not even paying attention, just look, take a closer look. Because sometimes, Comfort, when I say people are dying over something, even if I don't really want to pay, I say, okay, let me just go and take a look, just to see if what they are saying is true. If not, I'll go and say, you know what? I've looked and there is nothing there. And there is no way you will come and take a look in OnPassive, you will not find one thing. You will see even one of the products that you will fall in love. You will see something. You will meet the people that, even sometimes when you ask yourself, these people, why are they dying? 1.4 million founders. Why are they so, glued to something? Just take a look and say, you know what, let me go and be among them. Let me hear their story. What are they talking about? Let me just try to understand. 5-15 minutes. Go create a free account, jump in, navigate the whole system, come out and say, yes, no, there's nothing there. And they said, Mari Gamo said, if there is nothing, delete it and go.
Sure.
But if there is no way you will come and say, no, I didn't see something, even for the free product.
That's very true, because somebody said this and it stuck to in my memory. It's about a week ago. It was a comment here. Someone said, I think it was I know from Croatia. I think, anyway, I'll leave the name aside. She said there's that particular new thing about OnPassive, and everybody's pushing through to come and see it because that new thing that nobody has seen before. So if you are listening to us and you don't think, because who no go no go no, that is my slogan with Sister Fomi. No, just go in there. You are not paying money, you are not giving any details about your bank account or anything. It's just signing up and then popping in there, and there's a delete button. The moment you think that you don't it's not what you bargained for, come out. You don't spend money, you don't lose anything at all. You only gain the fact that you popped in there and saw something you've never seen before. However, you don't like it, which we doubt. But then go for it, because you will regret it tomorrow. The moment you turn around to discover it, will just be that last minute when they have shut the door and thrown the key into a bottomless pit, into an abyss. You cannot get that, you cannot reach it. Unfortunately, everything has an end, that is certain. So we love you guys, and bro, if you
And
don't have
before you
anything.
even round up, one other thing I want to add before we go,
Mm-hmm.
you know, a lot of people, they always want people to speak for them. Like you
Mm-hmm.
said, oh, when you say you want to go and ask, what do you think about this?
Mm-hmm.
Please, all of us have brain in our head. We can
Right.
see something that is so good and something that is so bad. You don't need to wait for someone to tell you. You can go in, make your own judgment. You know, God gave us a lot of brain cells for us to
Mm-hmm.
make that judgment, that right judgment, where you can look at something and say, no, this is not for me. Yes, it is for me. The
Mm-hmm.
moment I look at something, I set my eyes on it, nobody can convince me. Before I even
Mm-hmm.
speak to you, I've already convinced my own self. So whatever you are saying, it's just like I want to take the good idea from you, add it on
Mm-hmm.
what I already understand. But say you will convince me to forget about it because I've already seen it. So that's it. Just make your judgment. Don't allow someone to tell you what
That's true.
to think for you. Don't allow someone to
Yeah.
think for you. You have a brain to think for yourself. Because it's
No
better
harm.
for you to fail. You fail that it is your own mistake than to
Right.
fail because someone advised you. You will hate that person the rest of your life. That, my goodness, why did I even ask this person? Because they don't have time to go and read. They'll just tell you what they think. Forget about that thing. Just forget. They have never even taken time to look at it. So make your judgment, do your own research, and then make it. Don't allow someone to think for you.
Mm-hmm. That's very true. So on this note, bro, I'm closing both of us on the note that Richard Branson says, if somebody presents you with an opportunity and you are not sure, I'm paraphrasing this, I'm not sure the exact words, and you are not sure yet, you don't know about the opportunity, just say yes, pop in, and then you find out about it, you discover it while in there. OnPassive is one and the only one of those businesses, those opportunities where you just dive in with your nose without thinking, because you will never drown, or you drown into joy, into newness, into happiness, and into a new beginning of a new life. That's OnPassive for you. We never sugarcoat, we never exaggerate. We present an OnPassive exactly as it is. So go for it, have a look. If you check maybe any YouTube channel you are watching on, there is a link, click on it, have a link, just have a free trial. If you don't want it, you just pop out, there's a delete button there looking at you right in your eyes. And of course, share, subscribe, comment, and let's keep it going. We are definitely coming back, guys. Thank you, and bro, see you soon.